Hi everyone, Chad Shoup here, and in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how you can turn your winning stocks into instant income machines in your portfolio. But before we jump into that, I just want to make sure that you get a chance to subscribe to my channel, that you scroll below, click subscribe, so that way you don't miss out on any of my updates. And then if you enjoy the video, if you enjoy the content, be sure to give it a thumbs up so that way I know that you are enjoying these videos and that you are getting some sort of value from them. Now, when it comes to generating income, if you have different strategies that you like to implement, I'd love to hear what those are. I'd love to hear what you found success at in this current volatile market environment. And if you have other strategies that you implement other than the one I'm talking about today, I'd love to hear your experiences with those. So you can just leave me a comment below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Now, when it comes to the income strategy I'm talking about today, either not many individual investors have heard of it or they think it's too complicated to implement. So today, I'm going to simplify that just a little bit. We're just going to look at the high level about why you would want to use this income strategy in your portfolio. And the strategy itself is known as covered calls. It's selling call options for income, but you only sell these call options on stocks that you currently have in your portfolio. And my one main caveat to doing this strategy is that these are stocks that are in a position of profit for you, meaning that they are up in your portfolio. They're not losing positions that you're looking to exit. These are stocks that are up in your portfolio and that you're looking now for an exit point, because when you sell a covered call on a stock that you own, you're basically agreeing to sell your stocks at the strike price of that option, and in doing so, you collect a premium. So when you go to sell a covered call and you're trying to find a stock to implement it on, the main thing that you want to look at is a stock that you're sitting on gains and you're ready to exit at this point. But instead of exiting today, you can sell the covered call, you collect some income, and you may exit at even a higher price in a month or 2 months from now, whatever you select, based on that strike price. But the key point that I wanted to make today, so a lot of people, even if they know that, they know how to sell covered calls, but what you have to keep in mind is that if you see this stock and you think that it could go up maybe another 100% in the next 12 months, then this is not a stock that you are really willing to sell at today's price. You're not trying to turn this into some income generation stock in your portfolio. Instead, you just want to hold that stock and benefit from the massive upside potential that it presents. Now, if you have a stock, on the other hand, that maybe you think it's only going to rise 10% in the next 12 months. So that's a situation where it makes perfect sense to jump in and sell a covered call on this stock to generate some income, give it a little bit of upside, but along the way you're generating income every time you sell a new covered call. So if you do it once and your position doesn't get called away, you can do it again and again throughout the year, and that way you can turn what may have been just a 10% gain in the stock into what could be a 15 to 20% gain by the end of the year if you're able to keep that stock in your portfolio during the year and generate extra income from it. So again, covered calls are a great income strategy in your portfolio, but don't use it on stocks that are at a loss for you. You're only using it on winning positions that you think are near the end of their run. I love using this in my services. I love to jump in stocks that I think are at the end of their run. Maybe we've seen a 20 or 30% gain in this stock, and it's played out the course of what I was expecting it to do. So now instead of rushing and trying to pick the top and exit at the perfect price, I can sell a covered call option, generate some income, give it a little bit more upside, and I do this all the time. And if you want to learn more about these income strategies by using options, you can check out my income service, Pure Income, where we utilize options to generate income from the market. Each and every week, I have a new options trade for you, and I implement covered calls in that system as well. When we own stocks, I love to turn around and manage those positions, and I have a way for also managing positions that are at a loss, but we just don't like to sell covered calls because that's basically guaranteeing that that stock is going to stay at a loss for you. Instead, I'll do a different strategy that gives it more upside potential that we can manage the trade back to profitability. So if you want to learn more about that income strategy, I've included a link below that'll give you all the details on how we generate income in Pure Income. And now if you're still just focused on covered calls, I have a 3-step process that I use to make sure every covered call I sell has a high probability of generating the most amount of income that we can for the time frame that we select. So if you want to check out those 3 steps, I have a full article on our BanyanHill.com website and a link below for that as well, so that way you can get those 3 steps to ensure that you're selling the covered calls at exactly the right time and on those right stocks. Well, thanks for tuning into my video today. Again, I want to make sure that you subscribe to my channel. All you have to do is scroll below and click the subscribe button. And if you want to get notified every time I post a new video, just click the bell and they'll send you a notification whenever a new video is posted. So until next time, I'm Chad Shoup.